Thank you everybody for joining the webinar today. Our topic is semantic discovery, classification, and search. The main focus of today's webinar is to understand the technology behind semantic discovery and classification, because this is a huge competitor differentiating factor that GEODI has and boasts, which is a technology that is very sophisticated and new in the market. I'll be going over its use cases and benefits in today's session, and I hope that this is something that is good for you, something that you learn from as well, and it further enhances and proves how technologically advanced DECE software is and how much attention we pay to making sure that our technology stays one step ahead of the market and provides our users the best experience that they can dream of. So just to give you a little bit of background, semantic discovery is a discovery that makes the user experience feel more well-rounded and different from simple rule-based discovery. The most empowering nature of semantic discovery is the fact that it allows you to search for things in various use cases. So for example, if I want to find documents that contain personal data, I can define what personal data is for me. For instance, someone's personal name, someone's first name, second name, someone's phone number, their email address, or something like that. Or if I want to find documents that have monetary information that lies between a specific bracket. So for example, 1 million to 2 million or so on. These are semantic capabilities that I will be highlighting and talking about during our session. Stay tuned and feel free to ask me questions. We will also be having a Q&A session at the end of this presentation. I'll dive right into it now without any further delay. Just to give you a little bit of introduction about our company. So we are a Turkish software vendor company. We have been in the market for quite some time now, and that has helped us develop great references all around the globe, especially in the Turkish region as well. Here are some of the references that you can see. We have worked with the Ministry of Agriculture in Croatia, TopNet Teleperformance in the Gulf region, big banks here, big financial companies here in Turkey, such as Gelecek Varlık. So this really goes on to show our experience and how we're not limited to a specific industry. We are targeting different industries, as you can see over here on our presentation slide. We have companies such as Unifree, Duty Free, Carrefour, financial companies as well. So we are not limiting the industry that our solution can provide services to. So first of all, I would like to bring to your attention that Gartner analysis, Ms. Ravisha, says that many people tend to make mistakes because they have complex data class levels. And this results in an average of 80% data loss. So just to put this into perspective, I'd like to share an example with you. Say, for instance, an employee file is classified as confidential. But we have to understand that if one file is classified as confidential, it might not be confidential for another user. So for example, in HR departments, they might not see an employee file as confidential because it contains a specific type of data. So you can also develop subclasses in this example. Say, for instance, you can mark documents as containing personal information under confidential. You can have this class, so confidential PII. This is an extra feature, an extra capability that you're getting with the GEODI solution. So if you have a confidential document, you can label it as confidential document having personal information. You can label it as confidential document having monetary information, and so on. This is to understand better what type of data you are dealing with and you are creating. So if I want to analyze what confidential information is present in this document, this feature of GEODI is going to make it very easy for me. And this way, I can ensure that my DLP solution also works seamlessly with the classifier, because this way the DLP solution is much more effective and it understands what label has truly been allotted to any document or email that I've created, I'm sending or I'm printing, and take the right action upon it. Basically, preventing data loss and saving your valuable data from any leakage of such sort. This is one use case that I'm sharing with you right now. Another use case that I would like to share with you over here would be with regards to money values. Now, money is a type of data that is very valuable to us. Money is something that is very important, and it is necessary for a data discovery solution such as ours and a data classification solution such as ours to correctly understand when and where a money value is being mentioned. So let's take this example, for instance. As we've mentioned, money can be present in different types of categories. So for example, we can have money mentioned in documents where you're sharing quotes, in invoices, in maybe salary records, in contracts, and other places as well. So let's assume that you need to choose and search for a specific type of money value. That is also possible. I would like to give you an example over here. So there are different cases where money values can be mentioned in your data lake. You can have money values being mentioned in invoices, and that could have a different meaning to you. Or you can have money values being mentioned in contracts, and that could have a different meaning to you. It is important for you to understand in what context and where a money value is being mentioned, whether it is part of structured data or unstructured data. Discovering a money value for GEODI is something that is not a problem whatsoever. Then we are providing you with the ability to search for money values in brackets as well. So for instance, if you want to find whether a document contains a money value that is greater than $500,000 or a money value that is greater than $1 million or a money value that lies between $5,000 and $10,000, these are search capabilities that GEODI is performing on, and it is giving you the ability to carry them out. Let's assume that you need to choose or search for a document or classify a document with a money value of more than $500,000. This is a rule that you can establish for our automatic classifier to help you with. So for instance, if I want to set up a rule that states any document that has a money value of more than $500,000 should be classified as a confidential document, then our semantic classifier is going to understand whether a money value A is present in your document, B, whether the money value is greater than $500,000. And if so, then only will GEODI classify it as a confidential document. But however, in case of the money value being present, but then being less than $500,000. So for example, if a 50,000 or 50 USD is being mentioned in any of your documents or emails that you are sending, or you want to classify basically, then GEODI is not going to understand that as a confidential document because of the rule that you have set that any document more than $500,000 is only supposed to be classified as a confidential document. So if you sit down and envision in how many different ways you can use the semantic capability of GEODI, believe me, you can come up with multiple use cases and different use cases for different departments within the organization, for different companies within different industries. So they can use the semantic capability of GEODI to really make use of and understand the type of data that they're creating, and then hence classify it in a way that is correct. So that is one more use case about this. Let's move on to the other example that I have over here, which is about dates. Dates is another way that you can really make use of our semantic capabilities. So not only can content dates be recognized, but dates within the content can also be discovered. So for example, if you have created a document, you've created it on 23rd July 2024. Yes, that is a date that we can help you identify. But what about the dates that are mentioned within your documents? So if I have created a document today, but I have mentioned dates such as 1st May 2022 till 15th May 2022. This is also a date that GEODI's semantic discovery feature can help you discover and can help you identify. So this goes on beyond simple capabilities of solutions that are discovering important information for you and gives you a well-rounded semantic discovery that is covering all aspects of your data. So we can help you identify for dates within documents. We can help you search for that as well. So for instance, if you want want to search for all documents that are mentioning dates that lie between 2022 to 2024, you can do that. If you want to find documents that have dates mentioned from Jan 2024 to July 2024, then that is also something that you can search for. So these extra capabilities that GEODI is providing to you with the help of its semantic technology are very sophisticated and have different and multiple use cases for. So semantic discovery, semantic search basically is giving you and empowering you to understand your data from the depth, to understand data for what it really is. It's as if a human being is interpreting your data. A human being is spending its resources, its knowledge to understand what type of information is being mentioned in your documents, in your data lake. And of course, it goes one step ahead of humans in the sense of finding something very fast, classifying it or discovering it in batches. So that is where, first of all, it's eliminating mistakes. Secondly, it's providing you things done within seconds, whether it's classification and so on. So this is technology that is so advanced, technology that is so new and wonderful in the market, that once you start using it, you can see different use cases, different ways to implement it throughout your projects as well. Now, I would like to move on to the next slide, which is going to talk about our TextPro module over here. So let's check out the first bullet point together. GEODI has an unsupervised AI-based document type detector named TextPro. TextPro tells us this document is a contract, this is an invoice, etc., etc. So yes, it's wonderful to discover data from your data lake. Of course, that is the first step. But you should also have something that helps you analyze or identify what type of document are you dealing with. Are you dealing with a quotation? Are you dealing with an invoice? Or are you dealing with a contract? Are you dealing with a salary slip or so on? So it is important for us to analyze what type of a document is present in front of us. Then we can better understand things that we have discovered from that document. So for instance, if you have an invoice, if you have a quotation, definitely there's going to be money values mentioned in it. And you can add semantic features to understand those money values as well. But to understand the context and why a money value has occurred in that specific document is something that TextPro can help you with. Yes, for sure, I'm going to have money values in my quotations, in my invoices. But say, for instance, if I have found a money value in a contract, that could be something that is new for me, something that I have not expected, something that is out of the ordinary. Then I can go on and inspect that myself and understand why a money value is mentioned over here and what is the importance of this money value. So TextPro is basically going to help you categorize or understand what type of documents have XYZ value mentioned in them. So for example, if I have a list of contracts, I can go and see, okay, yes, of course, dates may be mentioned in this contracts. Yes, of course, money values might be mentioned in my invoices and my quotations and so on. So TextPro is basically going to allot or help you understand what type of a document you are dealing with. What is the category of that document that you are having at hand with you? Because the format might not be important to understand, but the content that is mentioned in that document is something that is going to be of great value to you, something that is going to matter to you. So for example, if we have identified that this is an invoice that you're dealing with, and yes, money value is something that you're expecting in that, but what if a date is mentioned in that invoice? That content, that date mentioned in that invoice is going to be something that is of value to you and something that you would like to get information about. So these are the features, the capabilities of GEODI that perform not just discovery, or simple classification features, but they provide you solutions for day-to-day use as well that you can really make use of. And this is power and capabilities that you will have in hand with no other solution other than GEODI, which is our data discovery, classification, masking, and search solution that we're providing to our customers. All right, now I will move on to the last bullet point. Document type is an important piece of semantic information that has a positive impact on search or classification. And the reason why it has a positive impact is because you can understand the context of the discovery that we have made upon that document type itself. So now moving on to the next slide over here. How can you use semantic discovery, semantic classification, and semantic search in real time? Now that you have understood the technology behind semantic discovery, classification, and search, you have analyzed a couple of use cases that I've shared with you. Please, it is very important for me to mention that these use cases are not the only limited use cases where semantic features can be made use of or can be useful in. Rather, they can be useful in different scenarios. Let's take, for instance, this specific bullet point over here. Offers containing monetary information between 1 million to 2 million. So the ability of semantic technology lies with you searching in ways that you would maybe talk to someone about. So if you want to search on our GEODI platform for all documents, all databases, anywhere that you are holding any money value that lies between 1 to 2 million. So for example, if it is 1.2 million, 1.5 million, $1.7 million, this is the semantic capability where GEODI is going to help you in. So you will be able to see wherever any money value that lies between this monetary bracket is present. Other than that, you can search for date intervals as well. So over here, if you can see, you can search for documents that are dated between May to June 2018, dated between 1st Jan to 30th Jan 2024, because these could be dates that are of interest to you, and these could be dates that you have a personal need for to identify for your own benefit. So if I want to find something that I remember vaguely I had created on Feb last year, then I can use the semantic feature to understand and further refresh my memory, or go and analyze where that specific document is present and what the name of the document is, for example. If you want to find documents that contain personal data, then that is also something that we're helping you with. Personal data could be of any kind. We can help you find documents that have names, emails, telephone numbers, and so on. So this totally depends on how each end user wants to make use of our semantic technology, and how semantic technology is basically making you powerful enough to conduct different types of search throughout your data lake, to understand the different type of information that is present and how you can make use of it. So this is just a small snippet into our semantic capabilities, into our semantic features. It would be great to, analyze different use cases in different industries, in different departments, and understand how semantic features can help with that. So for example, if you are in the HR department and you want to find CVs that have address information in it, then you can do that as well. You can use our semantic feature to understand that XYZ type of a document is a CV, and then understand where in those CVs address information is present. Or if you want to find skills that are mentioned in different CVs, then you can do that as well. If you want to find the skill for, say, somebody who knows C++, or Python, then that is also something that you can, make use of. You can find using our semantic capabilities. So for me to list down different use cases, different ways and methods that you can test our semantic capabilities are infinite. That is something that is not possible. Once you start using the semantic capabilities, then you yourself will be able to understand how semantic discovery, how semantic classification can be implemented in your own organization. So I would just like to thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your attendance, for listening to this presentation that we had today, specifically about our semantic nature. I hope that these use cases gave you an idea as to how you can implement them in your own organization as well, how our semantic capabilities define us and separate us from other technologies in the market, This is something that is very new, and this is something that is going to empower you to understand your data lake in a way that you weren't able to before. I would like to leave the floor open for questions now. It would be great to get your thoughts about our semantic capabilities as well. If you have questions about how you can use it, you may move on to asking me with those for those use cases as well, and I will try my level best to help you and provide you answers for that. I believe we do have one question over here. All right. Can we search for names? Definitely, we can search for names. I can search for my name, typing my name in the search bar. Any document, any database, wherever my name is mentioned, I will be able to see that type of information. And GEODI has capabilities of identifying names, first names, surnames, etc. as well. Can you search with spelling mistakes? Yes, we can search with spelling mistakes using certain capabilities that GEODI has. So on our support page, we have different ways how a specific user can search for something if they are not very sure about what spellings would be for it. For example, if I know that if I want to search for the word support, but I cannot remember its spellings right now, then I can type the first three letters that I do remember, and then using a symbol, GEODI will be able to understand that, all right, Rixa wants to search for a word that has SUP as the first three letters, and she does not remember the rest of the letters. So wherever throughout my data lake, GEODI has found any word that has the first three letters as SUP, GEODI is going to guide me towards it. So if it's support, it's supplement, or any other word, GEODI is going to highlight that to me on my document. It's going to tell me that these first three letters are present in this word, and this is the complete word. So that way I can analyze and basically understand that, yes, this is the word that I was searching for, and my spellings, I cannot remember them, but yes, GEODI has helped me find these types of queries as well. Another use case that I can share with you for that is, for example, if I remember most of the spellings of the word. So for instance, if I have typed Supporty or Suppor and then used a hyphen in front of it, then GEODI can help me correct that as support. That is also another spelling capability that GEODI is helping you with. Hi, Rixa, can you explain the semantic search in detail as to what exactly does this feature do, or how does the technology work? All right, so semantic basically means to understand values as, for layman terms, as humans would. So semantic semantic discovery can help me search for money values. Semantic discovery can help me search for money values within a specific bracket as well. Semantic search can help me search for dates. Semantic search can help me search for dates within an interval as well. Semantic search can also help me understand what duplicate documents exist, what similarity between documents exists. So semantic is discovery that goes beyond just finding things that are present in specific, say, recognizer. It basically goes into a document and acts as a human and helps us understand what type of information is mentioned in a specific document. Joseph, I hope that this is something that helped you understand the technology and its use cases. If not, please do let me know. Does GEODI have OCR? Yes, GEODI does have OCR capabilities. We have built-in OCR. We are supporting different languages. Currently, I can name a few: English, Hindi, Arabic, French, Portuguese, Russian are supported. If you have any other language, do let me know, and we may have a solution for it. Or if not, then it can be catered to as well. I'll leave the floor open for some more questions if we have any. Okay, we'll just wait a couple of minutes more and see if any question arises. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining the session today. Thank you all for your support as well during the last webinars that we've had. If there's any support that you require from our side, feel free to reach out to us anytime. Do visit our website and check out our support pages for more information about DECE software. I believe we have one more question. Okay, when we search for dates, will it automatically consider all format of dates? Yes, you can search for dates using numbers as well. You can search for dates. For example, if I'm typing it in March.17.2024, or if I'm typing it as 0.3, 0.7, 0.24. That is something that GEODI does help with. So yes, Rajiv, to respond to your question, we do help with that. All right, Joseph, do competitors have the semantic feature? Exactly. This is where we are eliminating a lot of our competition, because semantic technology is something that is very, very new in the market. We do have a unique solution for semantic discovery, semantic classification, semantic search. So this is sophisticated technology that GEODI, that DECE software has introduced in the market and is not readily available in the market whatsoever, especially for data discovery solutions. That is my response to your question. I will have the floor open for other questions if we have any. And if not, then thank you everybody for joining. It was a pleasure hosting you, and hope to see you again soon in 2 weeks' time. Data searched in indexed and kept in GEODI SO. Then in future we can refer this to track the documents. Is that the use case for data classification solution? All right, let me just understand this better. Data search in index and kept in GEODI SO. Okay. Let me search index and kept in GEODI so that future we can refer this. All right, data classification is, we're providing two solutions for data classification. We are providing data classification on the go, which means whenever you're creating a document, whenever you are creating an email, saving it, GEODI is going to help you classify that type of data. Then the next solution that we're providing for classification is classification of data at rest. So any historical data or legacy data that you have, we can help you classify that as well using our data discovery solution. And this can be done in bulk as well. So if you are saying that data which is indexed already, so data that has been discovered by GEODI, can be classified? Yes, on Windows servers, it can, Rajiv, to answer your question. I hope that was clear. Okay, DLP had data classification features. What will be the difference of data classification in DLP and RG? All right. So DLP solution is the second step. The first thing that anybody needs to do is to classify a document. DLP solutions, what they do is that they understand how a document has been classified and then take the necessary action to prevent data from being lost or data from being leaked. A data classification solution is required to classify any document or any DLP solution or any email so that a DLP solution can take restrictive actions upon it. I am aware that there are certain DLP solutions that are providing a classification solution as well. But in my response to that would be that these classification solutions are not as advanced or as sophisticated as GEODI's classification solution. And in short, the reasons for that is, first of all, because we have both automatic and manual classification. Secondly, we have semantic technology. So this means that how GEODI is classifying a document is going to be much more comprehensive than any other solution that is classifying a document. And because of our semantic features, you can better understand a document and then classify it in a way that is appropriate. So yes, certain DLP solutions might be providing a classifier, but not as advanced as ours and not as fully encompassing as GEODI's classification solution. But most classification solutions are not most DLP solutions are not providing a classification solution. So for any user who has a DLP solution in place, in order for them to make use of their DLP solution, they require a classification solution. And we can integrate with any DLP solution that you are using in your environment. It is not an issue for us. Yeah. Thank you, Rajiv, for your question as well. Any other questions? Do let me know, please. All right, guys. Thank you so much for attending the session today. It was an honor and a delight having you all here and hosting you. I look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate and contact us. We will be most pleased to help you and respond to any queries that you may have. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and week ahead. And let me know if there's anywhere we can help you with. Have a good one, guys. I'll take my leave now and wish you the very best. Thank you so much for attending and joining the session with us.